Hey, what's up everyone? It's Ryan with Tucker Poles and Filtration Systems, and today we are doing a special walkthrough at Window Magic Supply in Escondido, California. This is a small business that has been supporting Tucker for as long as I know. Just always helps the community, has helped me personally with just giveaways, and I've never even been down to the shop. I just thought it was time to introduce myself to Randy, the owner, and see what her little shop has. I know it is a smaller place, which to me makes it more welcoming and more of a heartfelt experience when you're engaging with the owners. Let's go take a look. It's a nice warm day out in SoCal. Walking up the pathway right now. Let's go see what we got. Let's try to find Window Magic Supply. I'm gonna take a stab and say it's the window that's open, or the door that's open. Oh, never mind. It's right there with that door open that says Window Magic. So they just actually had an event here a couple weeks ago celebrating, I believe, their 8th year anniversary as a shop. And now they're going to be doing another event with Steve for some solar cleaning and fire training. So that'll be cool. I'm going to try to make it out here for that. Hope to see you guys out here. Oh, they got a Tucker shirt on too. What's going on, man? How are you?
Doing well, how are you?
We are. Ryan, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Then we bought a screen shop in 2008 when the economy crashed.
Okay.
And we're like, what are we going to do? No one's getting their windows cleaned.
Right.
So we bought the screen shop
Okay.
in 2008, and we still had our window cleaning business, but we had this little lobby area about this big for the screens.
Okay.
And I'm like, well, this is just sitting here empty. Why don't I just start getting some supplies for window cleaning?
Okay.
So I did that, never thinking, I just thought, guys, window cleaners would come in with broken screens. They could pick up some tools. And then my husband got ill.
Okay.
And so we sold the screen shop.
Okay.
And I thought, I love this industry so much.
Keep
it's
going.
like addicting, the window cleaning.
Yeah,
and I love helping window cleaners, succeed. Get it, have the best tools, have the stuff. So I started calling all the different suppliers. Sean was so great in helping me get some Tucker and then Sorbo. I mean, I was so touched that,
that these people were kind of even coming
letting
to
me
you, and for sure, it's almost
so
an honor,
now,
right?
we just kind of, because when I was out there washing windows, there was this one little place down in San Diego. It was just like a little hole in the wall like this.
Okay.
And my husband and I would walk in when we'd need squeegee rubber and stuff, but you just felt like a kid in a candy store. You'd go, I want this and I want that.
Right.
And it was more janitorial, not window cleaning, but it still had, but in those days, in the 90s, you didn't have all this stuff.
Right.
You just didn't have all the cool stuff you have now. So,
and to be honest, I think this is actually the first window shop that I've even kind of been in, a window supply shop. So this is like you said, a kid in a candy store. Because nowadays it's all online, obviously, you know, and you just see the pictures and then you get it and then it's cool. But now you can actually experience it and see everything still firsthand.
See how it
you lose that with all these online stores. Like,
you do.
No more Best Buys to be able to experience it. So
I know.
This is cool. No, I'm glad you still do this and everything.
I always tell guys, when you got something in your hand, you want to see.
Yes, you're like, I've always was intrigued about this new Unger, the Inline, right?
Yeah. Will it fit in my
exactly.
hole?
There's so many different.
How does it work?
Right.
Or like I always tell people, and this is something like guys just getting into it, because we have a lot of guys that are a lot of firefighters, policemen, real estate agents. They get into window cleaning. Okay. And like these look exactly the same. Right. But one's 30 degree, one's 40. And they, so they just go, I want the Unger Enlight handle, the Ninja handle. Yeah. So they grab this. And and then with your...
it's
you feel the difference.
No,
so
there is.
That's why...
Ergonomics is different and everything like that. Sure.
So it's always fun to put it in your hands and see.
This is awesome.
What fits best.
This is cool. And I like how you have it laid out. Like it's all, and obviously, what it brand is.
Which brand is
I can kind of look and see. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, guys. First thing in the morning and then in the afternoon.
Right, before shifts or for the next project, like the next day or whatever they have.
Or we get a lot of guys, he's like the silent warrior of this business. He's so intelligent, like he's fixing machines.
Is that who I meant right now?
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah. I'm bad with names, so I'll forget it 10 more times.
I know. I'm the same way.
Okay.
But guys are always bringing in their machines.
Okay, yeah, and he's helping out and working.
Yeah,
on
like
doing all that. Yeah.
troubleshoot what's going on, because
That's
it's
awesome.
easy. Like, say
Sometimes it is real simple, but if you don't know or you're just getting into
Right.
it, you're so lost. When I went to the huge convention, there was guys that were, just didn't change out their DI tank, and they're like, what's wrong? This thing is broken, and it was just a simple, hey, we got to change this resin out.
And
It's
they
been
didn't know
and
that.
they just didn't know it.
And if you got so much coming at you. We try to carry as much as we can,
Yes.
and if we don't, we try to get it.
Right. You can at least supply it one way or the other. Got all the chemicals down here, I see.
Yes.
All the Diamond Magic and Winsols.
We're so small.
Yeah.
But
But
my marketing
right.
is me.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So sometimes I'm so busy doing other stuff, and what I'm always so grateful for are my customers who tag me in videos.
Right, and kind of
Because
keep it going for you in a
truly,
sense. Right.
I want one window cleaner telling another window cleaner about a product.
Right.
Don't take it from me.
Sure,
I don't want to
sure.
just be this gimmicky salesperson. Oh, you got to get the newest thing.
Right.
Doesn't work for you.
Yes, exactly. Having someone else's firsthand experience to
Yeah.
be able to share to another person or however it is too, I think a lot of people kind of even get surprised that I'm a sales rep, or they don't realize that I still have a business, whether it's window and solar. And that's why I tell them, well, that's actually why Tucker brought me on, is because I can help you with experiences that I am
Right.
still dealing with to this day, right?
Across the board.
Yeah, absolutely. Whether
Yeah.
it's the back end logistics, business side, or practical hands-on stuff,
Yeah.
So they get surprised and they're pumped that they go, okay, yeah. And then they kind of resonate with me, or they get that relationship built. Like, I am a owner operator
Right,
too.
and I'm using this stuff
Yes,
on a regular
exactly.
basis. And I
Yeah.
think that's so helpful.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you could get so far removed from
Right,
it.
right.
And I'll just get you guys on the phone.
Yeah,
And who is it that does, is it Cody that does the pressure?
Cody.
That
Has he
guy's a
been?
genius.
Yes, he's been amazing.
Oh,
I'm learning a lot.
my gosh.
Right. I met him finally. Well, I met all the boys finally, the men out there at the huge convention.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
cool to finally we do Zoom meetings every week, but to put a face to a face is great.
Yeah.
And Cody's super awesome. guy.
Oh my,
yeah,
and so is, well, Alex, of course.
Yes.
I love Alex.
Yes, Alex is
and
amazing.
Jamie.
Jamie. Yeah.
But we had a customer that I learned so much, and I merged the calls.
Uh-huh.
It was a homeowner, and he wanted to get the 4060, but he wanted to attach it to his pressure washer.
Right.
And Cody was,
Already kind of on top of it.
oh my gosh, this one, and this code needs that, and I'm
Right.
like,
Yeah, he's great with that. He's been a great addition in terms of like bringing the pressure
Yeah.
washers, because that's the big thing that we're seeing is all those pressure washers are understanding like, well, I'm washing your house down. Why not give you a window cleaning
Right.
upsell, right? And just another $300-400 in your ticket. And so they're starting to come a lot to us and ask these kind of questions. And he's the perfect guy to go, hey, well, this is what we can kind of get the DIY mount maybe, or have that we can offer these solutions for these people. So
Yeah.
no, it's been cool to have him on and see that Sean's really kind of getting people, we have Jamie as the window specialist. We have me that's more the solar specialist. And then we got a pressure
Perfect.
washer guy, and then
Yes.
Alex is just all around a great
Oh,
mad business guy and has a
nicest
business
guy
that he
ever.
sold and all that. So, it really makes it a cumulative effort that it comes
and
like
Alex was a window cleaner.
yeah, he actually had his business and sold it, and so a window cleaning business. And so, hey,
Yeah.
if someone that is able to do that and have the capabilities, something's going on. So,
Who would ever think this industry would be
it's so
this
cool. Like,
big?
right, and I wouldn't have thought it, and for me to come in as my dad just had solar and was like, hey, can you clean them? And so it wasn't even me looking into it until it fell up on my lap, basically. And then you realize, wow, this is crazy.
This
This is something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We started getting into solar in 2008
Okay.
because we did the windows for Baker Electric here that
Okay, yeah.
installs a ton of solar.
Right, yeah.
So we picked the rain and
Right.
at that time they'd say, well, you don't really need to
Sure,
clean up. I mean,
sure.
like it's
It was
evolved
very young.
so much.
Yeah, it was very young.
And now here, panels are going on
Yeah.
17 years.
Yeah.
They're aging out. How do you
Right.
maintain them?
Right.
What do you do?
Yep, absolutely.
So that's why I'm excited about the class.
Oh, yeah, and I had actually just mentioned as I was walking in here that you have the class, and so anyone that's interested, that's Steve's class, right?
Yes.
The ISCA training, and he's going to be adding the fire training, I believe,
Yes.
to that. Cool.
So you could get it for free.
Okay, yep.
If you sign
Take a
up
look
with
right
this
there.
link.
Okay, got it.
Right here.
Yep.
And I'm gonna have everybody meet here, but I'm gonna have it in a different place with
Okay.
air conditioning
Oh,
and a
nice.
nice bathroom.
Okay, cool. Yeah, cool.
Because it's an 8-hour class.
Right. Well, and you're trying to be considerate to the people that are coming.
Yeah,
so.
you don't want to sit back here.
Yeah, sure. When was that again?
It's September 22nd,
September
which is a
22nd.
Monday. So
Okay.
I always tell everybody, don't book your jobs.
Got it. Yeah.
For Monday the 22nd.
Sure. Yeah. Plan for a
So-
good day of information, knowledge, and
Yeah.
some good safety stuff for sure.
I always tell people your life depends on it.
Right.
You don't know some of the hazards.
No.
I did not know.
Right,
I just
right.
like to clean it down.
Exactly. And even if you know, some of us just get complacent, right? Or just, even me, it's like, okay, I'm the owner operator or whatever, but I love that Austin mentioned it. He's been an inspiration for the safety for me.
I know.
Because again, for someone that's young or new into the field and already applying what everyone should be doing, implementing what everyone should be doing
Right.
is great. So, talking to him, and I've known this, but him putting it in perspective, like, owner operator, well, that should even mean more to that. Like, that shouldn't be a reason why you don't do it.
Yeah.
That should be more of a reason why you do, right?
Yeah.
You're the lifeline of this company, or your family, your
representation, the
livelihood.
face of it.
Yeah, and so why wouldn't you want to be the safest
Right.
person up on there? And obviously we all tend to use it as the opposite. And so I love that he was able to bring that analogy to me to just really go, yeah, you're right, and even I'm less in the field now, but that doesn't mean that I want to have guilt of having 4 other employees that might get hurt, and my culture is building a great team culture for them, and one thing I haven't fully implemented is safety. So Austin has been awesome with that, and
Really
he
is.
is. No, it's
Yeah.
great to see him like going in with Draper. It's motivated me. I'm already like, okay, I'm going to get on my house and start doing the stuff he was telling me, and implementing it into our services. It's going to take some time, right? Because I have a system that 4 employees are used to now.
Yeah.
And I think that's where a lot of people I don't want to do it, right? It's too much to
Right.
handle. But again, this is the safety of our livelihood of everyone. And I think we all tend to just, like you said, just go for the money. And, as I get older, I understand, like, no, I don't.
got a family.
Family.
Well,
and
I've noticed too, the people, and my friend has a tree business in Arkansas, and he had 2 deaths in his business. One guy, it was the foreman who would say, he was so diligent about all his safety trainings, followed everything to a T.
Right.
They were always safety.
Yeah.
And his foreman was walking on the job without a hard hat,
Right.
which the hard hat wouldn't have saved him anyway.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
another guy tied himself off to the limb that he cut.
Oh.
And these are guys that had been doing it for
Right.
20 plus years.
Exactly.
Because your brains, I do this all day, I know what I'm doing,
Yeah.
and you're not thinking.
More complacent, just more of a automated zombie mode, we all get into that, and more and more we are, it's kind of hitting more closer to home now, because you get people like David Wyatt, rest in peace. He was an East Coast person that was very into the community, very active, just sharing, like what we love to see out of the community. And he had a Christmas lighting accident, and passed away, and it was very heartfelt because he was so active. I've never even met the guy, and it had me in tears. Like, and again, it's a reminder, like, I'm close to him in such a way that I still don't know him, but it was so heart pounding and was close to home because we do the same line of work, right? I told my guys, and it got them a little spooked. But we need to have that conversation, right? Those conversations need to be had because it's getting closer, right? We're seeing some deaths in the solar cleaning or window cleaning. There was another one recently, I think, right? With the pole, I believe, or something.
Yes, and then there was Jason in the UK.
Yeah, I think that's maybe
that one. That's the one where the stickers.
I don't know. See.
But then we had a guy, this was years ago, was using a water-fed pole down in San Diego and hit
Right. Yeah.
I mean, that really rocked me because it was so close.
Absolutely.
And I knew the company.
Oof.
And I saw the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, just
Yeah.
one little thing.
Jeez.
Could change your whole life.
Yeah. Well, good thing that you are putting in the training for that right here. So, everyone that's watching this or will be watching this, please encourage to sign up for your thing. Check out this shop and see what Randy has to offer.
Are you going across the country doing this?
No, but it would be amazing. And actually, maybe you just gave me an idea. That's great. I mean, that would be pretty cool to see everyone's different setups and all that. And actually even just someone I met on the at the huge convention. He's up north. He's a pressure washer guy, expert power wash or something.
I think I see him.
Great guy,
online.
and he's a Tucker rep. Yeah, and his shop, he just moved into a new place, and he showed his Tucker area, and it was just cool to see. And that would be someone I would like to see. You know, and I love traveling, so I mean, I think he's up in Washington or something. So that's a beautiful
spot. Not too far.
Yeah, right. It's a good road trip up there.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking about a couple questions that I would eventually just ask everyone the same questions down the line. You know, what's one tool, just any tool that you have in here, any company that you find that could be the most beneficial or versatile, or just something you've always just tend to recommend or offer to people, or something you just enjoy the most?
Well, I mean, I guess you got the two facets. You got the traditional window cleaning.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
And then you got the water fed.
Yeah, so let's do one of each or something like that.
Okay, so for traditional, I always tell guys that come in, because you could always tell when they've watched people online and they go, oh, I want this.
Right, okay.
And so this might be off topic.
That's okay.
But I love when we have like 3 or 4 guys in here.
Yeah.
And one's looking over here and he hears a question. And then the window cleaners talk amongst themselves. But I always say it's Ford or Chevy.
Okay. Yeah.
Some people love Ford and hate Chevy, and vice versa. So just because such and such brand isn't for you doesn't mean it's not a good brand.
Right.
So, like, I love, I mean, when I was out washing windows, everyone used this.
Yes.
I mean, this is just so near and dear to my heart.
Okay.
I mean, it's just, and I still have, the old tarnished one.
Right.
And then Sorbo. I love Sorbo. I remember when Sorbo first came out, we met him in the early 90s.
Okay.
Maybe 1990 at a trade show, and he had that big 6-foot
Omega one, right? Or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my husband fell in love instantly with Sorbo. It is absolutely indestructible.
Okay, so just kind of
for commercial, this is what I always say. If you're doing mostly commercial,
got it,
you cannot beat Sorbo.
Is that what that?
These will last you forever.
Okay.
And if you got someone that is new and they kind of hit the frames, you got the Cobra.
Yep. Okay.
And then if you don't want that, and then with the Viper, I mean, you just got everything.
Yeah.
So that's what I say for commercial.
Commercial. Okay.
And then everybody switches. I got a Unger mop with a Eterate T-bar.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
So everybody's got a different. Are you doing mostly outsides?
Right.
What's your water retention?
Yeah.
These.
Okay. Pretty good for that.
Oh, the Pro Plus. These they hold so much water. And hold it.
And
without
actually
dripping it.
Right. And see, it's good to come into a store like this again, because you go online and you just look at, it has 5 stars, and they all say great.
Yeah.
But what is great about it?
What makes it great?
Right. And sure, they try to give you a description, but it's not the same being able to ask you and go, yeah, that thing just holds so much more water, or whatever it might be. So this is awesome. Yeah.
These look so very similar.
Yeah, absolutely.
But see, these ones, this is the more cost effective.
Okay. All right.
So it's not as dense.
Yep. I can feel more of this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then this is the porcupine, of course.
Okay,
and then all the different handles.
Yes.
I mean.
Yes.
Well, I know this one. So guys love this.
There you go.
But. I mean, this handle is so versatile.
Right.
I mean, and it is so well made. We do not get returns on these for them breaking.
Yeah,
you think, oh, it's plastic.
I haven't had one. Right.
These things are, and what's so cool is you can negative 5.
I know a lot of people love that.
All the way to 40.
Yes.
You could swivel it. You can make it stay.
Right.
The only drawback to having this channel on here is these plastic teeth sometimes break, so we tell people, instead of using that one, doesn't look as cool.
Sure.
But you could use an Unger and put those little teeth
got it.
there.
Yes.
So,
and speaking about that is something I actually notched out of my channel to fit the teeth, because I'm the type of person that feels like that didn't sit right with me, because the teeth were just against the channel, and so I actually I put a little drill hole, and that way they can kind of grab onto the rubber.
What is nice about the Unger is with these notches.
I like that.
Because do you remember, having to change out your rubber and then the little clip falls and you're trying to find it. Now I lost it. Oh, well, it's in the bush. No.
But coming into the store and, the issue with I finally got the USA Sorbo and it's a great piece. But then my first time changing it, I'm like, well, how do you, change the clips or to put it back in? I didn't see how I exactly pulled it out, so I'm trying to shove this thing in. I'm trying to watch YouTube videos on it.
Yeah, and
Alex
it goes
had
in
a YouTube video. Yeah, and
in the middle.
Right, and then after I figured that out, it was like, okay, no brainer. But
it is.
So
how do
if I'm able to come here and just kind of say, hey, I've been struggling, and firsthand knowledge right here, right? So
we get guys that come in with their squeegees and they're like, can you change them for us?
Yeah,
you got to kind of use a little
surface. There's
like
a little
that.
thing, like techniques you got to do for it.
Yes, and we use this. I don't know if you've seen this little the Ronin.
No.
So we have one sitting here, so if guys want to buy it, they can come in and cut their rubber, because it's more cost effective to buy the bigger pieces.
Absolutely. Just kind of do your own, right? Obviously. Yeah. I didn't even know that. I mean, it makes sense, but you can just get it by the rolls, I'm assuming? Is that
Sorbo has a 50-foot silicone.
Oh, okay.
Some people love silicone. Some people want the regular rubber.
Sure.
Or, you could a lot of guys come in, they buy a single.
Right, okay.
And then you could cut it to size.
To whatever. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just find value in every single brand.
Yes, and I would agree, and that's where I come from. It's even being a Tucker rep, doesn't mean I can't appreciate or understand what other pieces of equipment or tools have to offer, right? I want to make sure this guy's being as efficient as he can be and making sure he's getting the right kit from us that's going to be as efficient he can be and handle his needs, right? That's at the end of the day what I want to make sure this person is getting, not selling a kit that just is something I'm making commission off of or whatever it might be.
And that's what I tell guys. I go, because they'll come in and they want everything. And I said, I know. You know what? Get what you need.
Right.
Go make some money.
Yeah.
We're here.
Yeah.
Come back.
We'll always be.
When you're ready, because I don't like seeing people get over their head.
Yes.
Make sure
absolutely.
you want to be in this industry first.
Right.
There's a lot you could do.
Yes.
With the bucket and the squeegee.
Yeah, to get started, and obviously, because unfortunately you see a lot of kits that are probably on the marketplaces for that reason, because they got a little too ahead of themselves in buying stuff and not really maybe realizing the other things that you need to make sure to run a business is in place.
Yeah, and there's a rainy season.
Right.
There's a slower season.
Yes.
And
sometimes they overlap or sometimes they're not, and you have a long season of slow. Yeah.
And so, it's fun being able to fit people for the right. What is it that you want to achieve?
Yes.
There's no one size fits all for window cleaning. So
cool. Okay.
So it's just so fun. And this is what I love. I'm just going to go back to Tucker.
Okay.
What I always tell people when they're considering a brush, all the little details of Tucker that you don't even know.
Right.
So if you take these out, there's that brass. What do they call it? So when you screw that in,
it's
not being screwed into plastic.
Yes, it's a ring.
So there's no stripping this.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, that little detail.
Someone may not even notice or realize and understand that that's quality we're seeing in these brushes, right?
Right. These are just such good quality. Right. And you guys did because sometimes people will go, oh, look at that. It's too. No, that's supposed to be there.
On purpose,
and so. What I remember Sean doing a video on it, which I always appreciate. He used to have that line in here, and then people would say, well, it's uneven.
Right.
So then he put it there to say it's a natural bristle. It's got to fold over at some point.
Yes, okay.
So, so those are the things you might not notice online. But
right.
And we do. So we change out a lot of times to a different socket because somebody wants the fast lock or the round
normal
socket
one, or
so that's when I show them
that's
the brass
something that you'll be able to switch those out to what you want and not necessarily lose any of that strength from plastic or over time.
This is a brush Tucker doesn't make anymore, but I bought a bunch before.
It looks different.
So this was the Phantom.
I kind of remember that when
it's got the bore on the outside and the nylon on the inside, which is a good brush. What I always appreciate about this one, though, the hybrid, is, as you know, this is a man-made nylon. And so the water's going to go right through it.
Yes.
But the bore you always have to lift up. But
Yes.
with this being longer, you got the good scrub of the bore.
Right.
And you're not lifting up.
You're not
off the
having to
glass.
do all that with the board.
So,
and
yeah.
honestly, already the hybrid is usually my favorite.
Yes.
It's like my daily driver as far as exterior window cleaning for sure. Yeah.
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 So, and then with this one, I know you guys use the honey badger now
Yeah.
as opposed to the blue.
Sure. Yeah.
Both good,
Nice.
but
Yeah.
I love the blue.
It's soft and it cleans very well.
It really does.
It grabs. You can feel it kind of really
Yes.
cleaning on the surface. Yeah. No, for sure.
Because I noticed, and if I'm blabbing too much, you just tell me to shut up.
No worries. Okay.
Because I'm a blabber.
Yeah.
But each region of the country and the world, they have different, like, we have so much bee pollen
Yes.
here.
Yes.
And then on the East Coast, they have, I forget what it is.
Lichen or
yeah, they have something that's like, it's like a plant that.
Yeah, it's almost
spits
like a
on
moss algae growth.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So their issue is that. So,
Right.
like, again, there's no one size fits all,
Yep,
where
yep.
this brush might be good for one of those, but
Right.
it might not be good for the other.
Exactly. Yep.
So,
And go ahead.
I always like to let people know, what is it you're trying to get off? What are you
Yes.
trying to achieve?
Yep. And even what I was going to mention is what kind of system you might have or you're using, because what I'm getting a lot of questions is, and just being able to teach them is, a rinse bar is going to really drastically take your flow than
Yes.
some jets will, right? And so they get a window cleaning brush and they're like, well, yeah, my two jet nylon brush is fine, and then I get to the Alpha Solar.
Yeah.
What's going on, or why can't, and it's like at that point you almost need that booster pump, right? It's just so much flow is more needed for those rinse bars, right?
Especially in California, because
Yeah.
what I tell people too, here in California, they're going down the streets and they're narrowing
Restricting.
the piping so our
Right.
water,
Yes.
hardly comes out. So
Yes.
you always need, and another thing people don't realize, if you're not changing your filters, these are a
That's
5
restricting.
micron.
Yes.
If you get a 1 micron, it's so tight. Yeah, it's
Okay.
going to take up more, but it's going to restrict your
Right.
flow. So get a 5
Right.
micron.
Okay.
But
Good to know.
change it.
Yes.
Because this thing gets full of yuck.
Yep.
And another thing, we're going to be doing a blog on this.
Okay.
I don't know if it's everywhere, if it's universal all over the U.S.,
Uh-huh.
but they tag the water, like
Right.
purple water, gray water.
Oh, yes,
And
okay.
you hook up to the wrong one,
Yeah.
you've destroyed your
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to be
something
real
maybe you
careful.
pay attention and start testing for that too, kind of, right?
I always tell people, and sometimes you're busy and you don't test your TDS from the source before
Yes.
you put it on your
Right,
system.
right.
Because if it's 1200,
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's good to know.
it's going to
Yeah.
just,
Of
one
course.
guy hooked up to the wrong water source.
okay.
It was water that was so bad.
Right.
And with these see-through canisters, he just saw green,
Oh, yeah. Yes.
and it just destroyed his
I've-
filters.
Oh, yeah. I've had one where, I remember a certain experience where it just turned orange immediately. And it was like, oh, yeah, okay. So, I mean, honestly, I don't test every time before. And I'm glad you mentioned that because, you get,
It's a
again.
hassle.
Yeah, I mean, a hassle. But again, we get kind of complacent, right? Like, okay, I know the water most places around here, but then there's that one that you don't know or that really funky setup. And
Yeah.
there you go, destroying what
Is
could
it
have been a
well
little more
water?
preventative. Exactly.
And I think I heard Sean say something about like soft, like the soft water.
Right.
And I can't remember if it was pro or con.
Yeah, I kind of remember it was almost like counterintuitive, right, or something. I don't know on
Yeah,
that,
that
so
you
don't
would think it would
quote.
be better,
right?
but maybe it's because there's salt.
Yes,
in
yeah,
those
something.
two.
Yeah, no, I kind of remember. So maybe I'll
but
try
I
to
should
touch bases
find
on
out
it.
because all those
Right.
little things, it's good to have that knowledge
Yep.
to tell people.
Absolutely.
Watch out.
Yeah.
Because you're wasting. And I always say your pre-filter is so important.
Yeah, I
You know,
know. A lot of
people
people don't realize that either.
It saves your RO.
Yeah, saves your
your
RO.
resin
and-
doesn't save because that's last.
Right.
But you keep this. It's a very inexpensive fix to
Yeah.
keep your RO.
Yeah, and we'll have some restriction on water flow too. I think it's one of those ones where they don't even realize, like, well, how long? When's the last time that's been changed? Oh, that's been however long.
3-4
well,
months. It's
Yeah,
like,
well, let's just get a $20 filter, $30 filter, or whatever it might
Yeah.
be, and let's just get that first. And
Yeah.
and like you said, extending the life of your RO too by
Right.
far for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
And for being something that's just so easy or at a cheaper
Pick
cost.
up 2 or 3.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know,
Now
and-
I use the subscribe and save with Tucker, which it's a little
That
it's
is so
easier, right? So
smart.
I do. I think every other month I put one on order for our rival that we don't use a ton, but and now it's just like I don't even have to think about it.
Do you
right?
have the V2?
I do not. Yes.
Because I'm getting that one in.
Sweet.
Because you could switch it from just RO only.
Yes,
Which
I'm
is
very
so good
excited for
solar.
that. Yep, absolutely, right. I got the new compact and the RO DI compact that Tucker has for solar, so that we can kind of start bringing on rooftops and everything. But I thought right away, well, Sean, can I get a DI saver on this too? Because it's such a heaven send for solar, because we're not needing 10 ppm or less.
Right.
We can get away with a little more.
Right.
So why burn your resin and save more money? And so that's a great thing Tucker's coming out with, is that DI saver for sure.
I love that.
Yep.
I just love that.
Yeah, cool.
But going back to the regular,
Yes.
then IPC with their Technopad.
Yes. Yep, I do have
This
one of
thing
them.
is, what I love is it's got a handle.
Right.
So if you're on the ground, you're
Yep.
doing this, and it's
Cool.
universal. You
Yeah.
can put it on. And
Put it
you
on
can
my
put
tool.
the
It's almost
walnuts.
mandatory with our tool belts for our technicians to have a Technopad.
It's
Yeah.
just such a good,
Cool. Yeah.
a good thing. I mean, there's just so much. Like
Right,
I say,
right.
each brand
Yeah.
offers so many.
Sure.
Every brand.
Absolutely.
So
No. Cool.
I just
Cool.
can't say anything negative about. I wouldn't care.
Well, exactly.
if
right.
I didn't. And Maker, of course, has
Yeah.
just very innovative.
Right.
Always
That I know. Like
talking about the innovation of Maker.
they're really starting to come big time in the more recent months,
Yeah.
as far as their bags, the crush.
Richie's little, well, it's not a little brain. His
Yeah.
big brain's always thinking.
Right,
It's
right.
always thinking, how can I make this more efficient? How can I make this better
Exactly.
for the end user?
I know with the handles now, or how they just wrap around,
Yeah.
so even the walnuts, you can just get around there really
Yeah,
nice.
you got
That's
the
cool.
walnuts there, and
Yeah.
you're not blowing out. You know how your T-bar kind of blows out the ends of your mom.
Yeah,
So that's how he came up with that.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah,
Cool
and
stuff.
I've been able to see, because I've known Richie for so long,
Right.
just like before he even had Maker.
Right.
You know,
and see
like his
kind
brain.
of that progression of his brain, essentially, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's pretty amazing.
innovative and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
cool.
but
Okay.
another little thing,
Yeah.
a little plug for our shop.
Sure, absolutely.
So guys are always breaking stuff. I mean, it's just
I had
so
it just
easy.
yesterday.
We always have.
Yep.
We have a whole
Oh,
toolbox
wow.
of,
Okay, this is
oh,
amazing.
My
Right.
thing broke
No,
or
for
whatever.
sure.
So
Okay.
you know, we
This is
have all
awesome.
your fittings,
Yep.
everything, your seals,
Wow.
your rinse bar.
Yeah, just
screws.
little pieces.
Yeah,
all
we
the little
just
things
have
you may need.
your
Wow. Okay.
clamps.
Yeah.
You know, your clamp brakes.
No,
we got
for
it.
sure. That's awesome. And a lot of those, again, it's like, well, you're trying to go online, and sure, Tucker, I mean, we're amazing, right, as
Oh,
far
thanks.
as helping with what you need. But when it's online, and I'm like, well, is it the T1? I mean, and we've been really good with labeling stuff,
Right.
right? But still, it's just so much easier if I can just bring my pole to someone and
Yes.
go, okay, does it fit right here? Good, it's the one.
How long have you
know?
had your pole?
Yeah,
Do you have
right.
the updated clamps or the old? So, like, I know the top clamp for the older clamps.
Yeah.
So now you use T2.
Yes,
You know,
exactly.
and so you
that's
don't
a
know
little
that.
switch, right?
Yeah.
If you I still have one of the poles that has the twist end on it, which I eventually want to just switch over to the quick release or not the non-twist.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Again, like if you have that version, and that's a different setup, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's awesome.
The
Okay, cool.
evolution
Yeah, we're
of water fed has
Right.
changed so fast.
Yes,
And I
yes,
think there
yes.
should be. I was telling someone we should do a video. Did you ever see like Jimmy Fallon did that thing, the evolution of dad dancing?
yes, I believe so. Yes,
We should do the
Something
evolution
like
of
that.
window cleaning.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's changed.
Right.
Just in 6 years.
Right.
How
Yeah.
much-
Very fast, and everyone trying to accept the water fed, right? The old timers.
I used to poo-poo it now. it's
Sure,
not- because I was
yeah.
afraid of it.
Right. Well, and I think that's with almost anything, right? There's always something new. Whether now it's like in the solar, it's robots, or now it's drones, right? And I think we all initially want to push back on something we don't know,
Yeah.
or might even feel we don't understand. We're feeling threatened
That's
a
where I
little
was,
bit,
yeah.
you know. But then you realize. There was a couple moments with the drones that I'm like, and then, but quickly I'm like, again, this is something that's gonna be here.
Yeah,
it has its place. I got on with the local business and started conversating. We had a great conversation for an hour long, and I already had learned stuff that I didn't know, and vice versa. It didn't
Right.
have anything to do with drones, just business stuff, right?
Yeah.
So again, networking is so key. Coming and
So
talking, engagement. Yes.
I love it, and that's
Yes.
why I like having this.
Right.
And then our event once a year.
Yes.
The guy, because they're all.
Yes.
And it's fun to see. We get guys from LA coming, from
Right.
Rivers, from
Yeah.
everywhere,
Oh,
and
that's
they
cool.
come. And at first then at the end of the,
yeah, everyone kind of comes in a little timid or a little like this.
I love window
by the time it
cleaners.
ends, it's everyone's broken out and talking and everything. So let's get into a second question, which I'm sure.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Hey, I'm not even worried about it at all. Which I already probably know the answer to, but what's the biggest or the most important thing to you, or that you felt is like why you continue to do this business?
Well, first of all, really quick. So I used to work in my dad's business.
Okay.
I was a manufacturer's rep for architectural products. So I had to dress nice
Yeah.
and, call on architects and designers, which are wonderful people. But at heart, I'm a blue collar worker.
Right.
I'm a customer service person. That is me. I love waitressing. I think
Interactions.
it's just in me. I was born like a servant,
Sure,
and I don't mean like a menial
No.
look down upon. This is
Right.
just my
You
nature.
serve.
So I like to serve. So my husband's partner quit,
Okay.
and he was just at a loss. And I said, "Well, why don't I help you?"
Yeah.
This was in 1990.
Yeah.
And so I started window cleaning. I had to go to an office that was an architect's office to clean the windows.
Okay.
Like a month after I quit my dad's
Yeah,
business.
yeah.
The guy didn't even know I was the same person. So it was like, what I love about window cleaning is you get people from all walks of life
Yes.
here. I mean, like I say, you get policemen, firefighters, real estate agents, corporate CEOs that just don't want to be a part of corporate America anymore.
Right.
And we meet these guys in here, like guys with master's degrees, PhDs, they're window cleaners.
Right.
And it's such a profession that is so, I just feel artists, people like free thinkers are really drawn to window cleaning. It is, I always say it's an art, it's a trade, it's a profession, it's all in one. It's the coolest. So, that being said, I had to adjust me and my own ego, like, I'm a window cleaner.
Yeah,
I don't have to feel like,
that you've dropped down or
people
anything.
do. And when you look at the commercials over the years, you always got this stupid window cleaner in the background going. It's like, but it's changing.
It is, yes.
It is changing,
Right.
and I am so glad to see that. We are not a bunch of dupes. We are professional people with a valuable service.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you mentioned that because even for, you get people that have these videos and they're doing amazing fanning techniques and everything, and I do see it as an art, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to, it's how you perceive it, right? Because then someone else could be like, this is stupid. It's just that's
window
nothing.
cleaning?
There's no technique or skill in it involved. Well, if only they knew, pick up that and do the same thing, right? It's not as easy as it seems, and it takes years, and it is something that you can perfect and do so many different little things to it, right?
Yes.
One fanning technique is different than the others, and that's what you're starting to see a lot of people do. Sometimes it's a little over the top, but it's cool that you can see people just have fun with it. That's what they're doing.
So you're just doing something for fun, but then when you're on the job,
but you know what you're
each move
doing.
means something.
Right.
No wasted movements.
Exactly.
And,
more
there's a
efficiency.
flow to
Exactly.
it,
Hitting
which-
that corner different or whatever it might be.
So it's just.
Okay.
Well, hello.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Who are these?
Yeah, we were talking.
dragged in.
They must have heard we were talking about them. What's up, guys? How are you?
How you doing, man?
Good.
Didn't
You
mean
guys,
to
that's
interrupt
your.
your filming.
No, you're okay.
I
Shoot.
love this little thing on there.
Oh, my little microphone. I didn't know. I was like, it's gonna mess up my shirt.
Just
so.
did you see Jose had his
No.
tuck shirt on?
Oh, I did. Yeah, that was
I
the
was
first
gonna
thing
wear
I saw.
mine, but it's long sleeves and it's just too darn hot.
Yeah.
I got this for you.
Hey.
If you would be so kind as to
Oh,
accept it. I go, he might
absolutely.
not even want it.
Why
but-
would? No, of course. I'm honored. No, thank you so much. We were talking about your guys'. You got the spot down here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah,
You'll have
congrats
to go
on that.
down and check it out.
I'll do something for them too. Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is probably your second home now, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It's our
Cool.
home away from home, but really home.
And just as I'm leaving, Randy gets her Tucker V2 unit.
Pretty
Sweet.